There are mistakes that my team and I see so often here at Foxtrot Family Law that folks make in divorce cases. And the first mistake is asking the wrong questions. Now what do I mean by that? Like, I'll give you an example. Is that legal? The other side did X, Y, and Z. Is that legal? No, yes, I don't know. It just happened. Here you go. Here's the information. Now what? I think maybe in that situation, the right question is the other side has X, Y, or Z. What can we do about that in order to? So what problem are we really trying to solve? How can I see my child more because the other side has taken my child to Florida? How can I pay what's fair in child support, even though the other side lied about how much money I'm capable of making? This whole "is that legal" thing, and I'm using that as an example, but it's like we want some sort of like answer that doesn't do us any good. I mean, we get quote prospective clients that call us and they say, "Well, I just have a couple of questions." It's like, well, I mean, you know, ask ChatGPT, man. Now what? You have the answers to your questions? What are you going to do about it? So make sure that you're not getting hung up time-wise or emotionally on asking questions that even if you got the answer, even if you knew the truth, like some objective truth, it doesn't change anything, right? So I think folks get hung up and spend a lot of time and energy asking the wrong questions in their divorce and child custody cases. You know, another mistake that folks make in divorce cases, and this is particularly true in divorce cases, they think arguments win, right? They think well, the other side, X, Y, and Z. Don't I win? I mean, maybe, I don't know. But like, we're not going to trial for 9 months, right? It's not going to resonate with the other side that you've just made a good argument, and so that they should do whatever you or I on your behalf have just argued. You can be completely right, and I'm the other side's counsel, right? So you're completely right about whatever argument you've just made. Well, trial's in 6 months. I kind of like my situation and the way it is right now. And if I can ride this shit out for 6 months before dealing with the argument and the facts that you've asserted and the argument that you just made, I'm going to do that because I've got no reason, no incentive to do otherwise. So when I'm having discussions with clients, the mistake they make, they make an argument, they assert something, and I say, congratulations, you're right. I 100% agree with you. You're so totally right. Now what? Right? So we try to think about things practically at Foxtrot Family Law. We certainly want to explore our positions and our arguments in preparation for what we need to do during the course of the litigation. But just having like a good argument, it's not going to turn the tables on the entire case today. The other side's not going to be shaking in their boots because you know that they lied about their taxes in 2022, you know, and that could come out at trial. So you better settle. The other side's not just going to do the right thing. Arguments in and of themselves, they're not going to get you where you want to be in your case. That doesn't mean ignore them. That doesn't mean don't think strategically. But to think that the other side is just going to bend over or bow down because we've got a good argument, that's not going to happen in your divorce case. So a mistake just everybody makes in divorce and child custody, and this is maybe more child custody, is, man, depending on the other side for anything, expecting the other side to hold up their end in any way, shape, form, or fashion. It's not to say that they're not. I mean, if the meeting place to exchange custody or visitation of the child is Friday night at 6 p.m. at the Shake Shack, yeah, you can expect the other side to be there. You can show up. I just mean like depending on the other side for peace. To make your happiness, your joy, your fulfillment, your child's well-being, you know, to have this mindset of I'll never be okay as long as the other side is still, you know, with that Jezebel or something. You know, like they might be. They might be with the other side might be with her forever, right? So you can't depend on the other side for your joy, peace, happiness. You can't let the other side, anything they think, decide, or do, dictate who you are and what you pursue on behalf of your life and for your family, for your kids. The split second you find something the other side is doing is affecting how you feel on a day-to-day basis, that's a huge mistake. And everybody makes it. Don't worry, you're not alone. But start practicing like catching yourself. Wait a minute. I don't control whether or not the other side does X, Y, or Z. So I need to be prepared to move forward comfortably and confidently either way. If you think that you're going to get everything you want in your family law case, if you're gonna just take somebody to the cleaners in your divorce, you're making a mistake. If you think the other side's never gonna see your kids again, you're making a mistake. Expecting to get everything you want. Guys, there's just a reason staying married is better. There's just a reason raising your kids with the other parent is objectively, subjectively, emotionally, financially better if it's safe and you can stand it. I mean, if it's functional, right? I mean, we've talked about reasons to break up and not break up. But yeah, there's a reason staying together is better. So as you separate, whether it's divorce, child custody, you're gonna have to make some compromises. We've talked about identifying what a win looks like. And the easiest way to make sure that you will never win in your divorce or child custody case is to think, if I don't get every fucking thing I want, I'm not, you know, I won't feel like I won. Well, I got news for you. Whether it's me or any other lawyer, you're not going to get everything you want in your divorce or child custody case. So don't draw up the win that way, because that's the only sure way to lose in your divorce case. The mistake that everybody makes in their divorce and child, hang on a second. The mistake everybody, let me get through this. The mistake everybody makes in their child custody and divorce case is that they talk too much. Okay, so hang in there with me and let me get through this. You're already making the mistake. It's okay. Everybody does it. You're already making the mistake that everybody makes in their divorce and child custody case. Sit back, listen, take the information in, consider things, and especially when you're on the witness stand, to the extent you can, keep your mouth shut. Trust your lawyers. Make sure that you're working with somebody that you feel comfortable with and confident in. And then sit back and let the professionals do most of the talking. If you want this process to cost way more than it should, tell your life story every time you meet with your lawyer. Let them ask you what you had for breakfast that day, and you're still talking 30 minutes later. There's a reason we bill by the hour, because we want to make sure that our time, that we are compensated for our time. So whether it's communication with your legal team on a day-to-day basis, or whether it's on the witness stand, sit back. Like, less is more. You got 2 ears and 1 mouth, like we tell our kids, use them proportionately. The mistake everybody makes, and don't worry about it, is that they talk too much in their divorce and child custody case.